whole lot more to come. And Janitza's coming back. I didn't think she was coming back, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I did not think so either.
But our heavy hitter's back, and I am happy.
Yeah.
But I know we only have Janitza for a short time. She's a mom, and she's gonna want to like do her own thing and be closer to her daughter. Um, so I think we have her for like a good year, I would say, and then she's off to bigger and better things. But I think that's the way to do it. Like, you did your maternity leave, we paid you through that. You're coming back, getting your recognition back, getting your waxing skills back to what they should be, because you did take, like 5 months off, and now, when you're ready to open up your own, you do that.
Yeah. I'm glad she's coming back.
Jordan, what about you? Because I know like some people are scared of her, and I'm like,
Scared of Janessa? Janessa, she's always to
mm-hmm.
herself.
Janessa's not there for the bullshit.
Which
Yeah,
I
she's
like.
not.
Yeah.
Like, she's one person that you really don't have to talk to. I know, like, during her pregnancy was like rough because she was always calling out, but she had a really tough pregnancy. Knock on wood that never happens again. But when she was there, she was great. Like, she didn't like, you didn't have to talk to her. You didn't have like customer complaints. Even if her guests were late and you're like, can you please do me the favor? She's like, yeah, throw them in, throw them in. Like, she was so good
Yeah.
that you really didn't have to talk to her. She was like an employee that if there was no manager there, she would just come in, do her work, and leave. Like, she's one of those employees. So that's great.
Yeah. Like, she never gave me a hard time. I love her. She's funny too. Like, if you really get to know her too, like, she is pretty funny. But then again, too, I know how everybody sees her as like intimidating, like, because she just stays in her room. But like when she like again talks to you, you just crack up.
Yeah,
She's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm glad
yeah,
she's coming
she's
back.
funny. But I mean, she's coming back to a whole new team. Like, no one that she talked to
Yeah. Oh
is
my god,
there. Like, the
yeah.
only person that she knows is Jordan and you.
Me, Jordan. She knew Jeanette. She knew
Jeanette.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And Alex,
No,
right?
I don't think Alex was. Alex
Really?
wasn't there. Alex wasn't there.
Because,
Oh.
We hired Alex in like
yeah, because
March.
I came down. She had, when Janitza had went out on early maternity leave, and then that's when I came down to take Janitza's people, and that's when I hired Alex.
Hmm.
Remember, Alex came in for an
Oh.
in-person interview, and that was the time that the customer was going ham. And Alex had to sit there and wait, and I had to talk the customer down, and then I took Alex into the room to do the interview.
No, she
Was
went
it
ham on
you?
me. No, it was
Oh.
me because of an over a same day cancellation.
Listen,
Yeah.
ladies, our policies are our policies. Like, I don't understand. Like, you go to a doctor's office, they charge you a fee. You go to your nail salon, they charge you a fee. You go to your lash appointment, charge a fee. Everything charges a fee. What you need to understand is, how else are we going to stay in business if everyone just cancels? And I
Yeah.
understand there's true emergencies. Like, I get it. People's, there's death in families or car accidents or tire explosions or whatever the case may be. I understand it. But do you know how many excuses we hear in a day? Like, how many people have told us for the past month they caught COVID? How many people the last month told us like there was a death in their family? How many people this last 2 weeks alone told us like there was a car accident or their tire popped or the car was broken into? I'm like, if I send you the list of people who said this to me right before your email, you're going to be shocked, because I have over
Yeah.
50 emails a day for these fees, and I've heard the excuse before. Not saying it's excuse, not saying it's not true, but if I listen to everyone and say like, "Oh my God, you're right, you're right, you're right," then I won't make any money to pay my employees. I just won't.
Yeah. Or like, that's the thing too. I feel like because everybody was so lenient on waiving the fee because they just didn't want to get like yelled at or any pushback, that we just lost so much money. And like now, like even though sometimes we do get pushback here and there, like it's not anything too crazy. People already know like what is it? Like they already know the policy, so they're just like, all right, whatever, like just
Yeah.
charge it. So they don't even care anymore.
Well,
Because like it's been what 7, 8 months since
yeah.
we had it. This policy,
Yeah.
like they already know. They know the
Well,
drill.
we've always had the policy. It's been 7 or 8 months since you guys couldn't waive the fee. The new policy is you guys can't waive it. They have to come
Yeah.
to me now. Just because I have more in-depth access to like their whole profile. So I have more time to sit there and look through their profile, be like, No, sweetie, you just said last week, like, 2 months ago you had COVID, or you just said 3 months ago, this person died, or this, or whatever the case may be. So I can see more of the profile notes than you girls can. Or I catch a lot of them. And then what blows my mind is they'll sit here and leave a nasty review on us, but then make a fake profile to come back.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yes.
We had
Oh
one
my god,
customer,
that is so
not going to say
true.
her name, but we had one customer who was banned 6 times, 6 times, owed us over $400 in fees. And if it wasn't for Jordan catching it, we would have never known that she came in under a fake name.
Because I remember Jordan telling me too. She was like, "I think that's that person," but she always used to go on the
Yeah.
first floor, so I didn't know what she
Mhm.
looked like. And then I'm like, "Jordan, are you sure? Like, are you sure?" And it was the whole thing. But
And then
yeah,
to be like, and then like my thing is like if you know you owe us money, I understand that. But then to go on a whole rant like you guys are so ridiculous, I hate this place, then why'd you make 6 different profiles to come back here? And still had the audacity to rebook. And
Yeah.
once we catch them, they're like, okay, I'm not paying that. But then why did you rebook, sweetie? Why?
yeah,
Like, I don't get it. Like, I understand policies are crazy, but like, when I cancel my massage, they want to charge me full price. On top of the membership that I pay $90 a month. I get it. Or I like when people are like, well, I don't want a refund. I don't want credit. Just give me a refund. I'm sorry. When you go to the gym and you miss a month, you'd be like, I want a refund for the month I didn't come in.
yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Massage Envy doesn't give you a
That's
refund.
true.
European Wax Center doesn't give you a refund. Amazing Lash Studio doesn't give you a refund. Why do you think the Peach Bar will? It's,
Yeah, I feel like because they think it's a small business, so
Mhm.
they're just mm, like, oh, what? I'll just email the owner. Like, she'll do it for me because like she doesn't want the bad
oh, I
reviews.
welcome
I feel
them.
like
I
that's what they
welcome the
think.
bad reviews because my mouth is too crazy on
I
these
think
bad
that's what they
reviews.
think.
People are like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that to her. No, it's right. I hate when people like, let's say like I didn't waive a fee for you or you had a bad experience, reach out to me because I'm the first person to be like, oh my God, like what did they do in the room? Give her a free wax, put her with Jeanette. Jeanette will clean her up. I'm always trying to help you if you got a bad review. But for you to sit here and you've been a customer for 3 years, never once left a good review, but on the first site left a bad review, what were your intentions? Right? Your
Yeah,
intentions is to bring
or
down
like
a,
that
a
is
small
yeah,
business, and I can't respect anyone like that.
yeah. Or like the same thing too. Like if like somebody like has like a bad like service or something done, excuse me, and like they just rant about it to the front desk. Like I'm just like, why don't you ask for like me for example, or like ask the for the owner's email. They'll just like
Mhm.
rant and then just hang up. Like doesn't even let them get a word in. And I'm just like, how is that supposed to be fixed? How can we fix it? If like you don't ask, it's not like if you don't ask for our help or like how can you accommodate? Like they just want to rant and then hang up. Like that's what gets me upset
Yeah.
because it's like, what was the point of that?
Like, because I think what
But
people don't understand too is as much as I enforce a 7 minute late policy with customers, I enforce it with my employees too. Don't get it twisted. Just as my employees, because if it was up to me, I take people late. Like I'm such a fast waxer that I know like if I take you 10 minutes late and I run, a little behind to my next, I'm going to pick it up within an hour. Like I know that about myself. But if my waxers want me to enforce this 7 minute late policy, then I'm enforcing it on them. And they know they get a half a point if they're 7 minutes late, up to 10 minutes late. Anything past 10 minutes is what a full point. They also have to look presentable. They need to come in looking great. If they don't come in looking good, that's a point also, or they get sent home. We're in the field where this people judge you by looking at you. There's so many people that are going to look at you and be like, you look crazy today. I don't want to go to her. She looks like she's going to give me a bad wax.
yeah,
Right? Same
Mhm.
thing with
or like, well,
like lashes. Like I look at who's doing my lashes like you look a little funky. You ain't touching me. So, but I think that's what people like need to understand like as much as we like enforce our policy for you, we enforce it for our employees. If you leave a bad review, the employee gets in trouble. I'd rather you talk to me personally than to bash them on social media like that or blast them on Google because now you're ruining her career. She could have just had an off day. Like the one lady that was like, "Oh, be careful when you book because it's nothing but sales." Sales at the Peach Bar? These girls
Yeah.
could barely sell a product. We don't do any upsells. Like, what are you talking about sales? Like, we had a sale for our new employee to get her recognition. If you had a bad wax, simply to state like, hey, like it wasn't good. I feel like there was hair left behind. We always tell you to come in, let us check it, see where she left the hair behind, and then we go from there. But you want to blast her on Google, like, oh yeah, she left so much hair, it was horrible, da 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 da. You're ruining this whole girl's future when
Yeah.
she's brand new. What do you get out of that? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand what people get out of that.
Yeah. And then it like breaks them down and
It
tears
really
them
does.
down, and then they don't feel confidence anymore. Yeah. Because they're just like, oh, I never want that to happen again. Like I don't want that. Now like they're like running behind, and then like throws their game off, and then they're just like so worried about like, I don't know. It's a whole butterfly
Oh my
effect,
God.
the whole
Remember
cycle.
Jordan's butterfly effect? That day was so funny, Jordan.
Which
Oh
one?
my
Wait,
God.
which
So
one?
Jordan and this customer went toe to toe, toe to toe.
Oh my
I happened
god.
to be there. They tell me to go downstairs, right? Okay. I handle the customer, talk to the customer. The customer calmed down and was like, let me apologize to the girl. Not Jordan running to the bathroom. Jordan, come out. Like, be just shut the. I was literally, Jordan, shut the fuck up. Just go let her apologize. Literally said that straight to Jordan's face. Like, shut up. Let her apologize. I was like,
Okay.
and no thing. I literally looked at Jordan because Jordan was like, no, I don't want her apology. I was like, shut the fuck up and just go out there. Literally in the bathroom. I was like, what are you doing? So the lady apologized to Jordan. Jordan was like, nah, I'm good. I was like,
Nice.
Jordan, what'd you say? The
Oh my
customer went to shake your
god.
hand. You're like, no, I'm okay.
No, she was like, I think I forgot what she was really saying, but she was trying to fake apologize, but then try to flip it on
Mm,
me, and I just like, oh, like I'm like it pissed me off, and then I was like, and then she started talking, and then I started getting mad again, so I started crying again, and I walked away.
yeah. That was, I think, one of Jordan's last bad days she had. It takes a lot to get fired, guys. Like I'm pretty lenient. Like I give you guys a lot of pushback, but I don't talk to you guys like regular bosses. And I think a lot of stuff that I say gets taken the wrong way. Like how I speak could be like, oh, she's really rude, or not. She's just funny and talks like very sarcastic. I think who told me? Oh, Terry told me. She was like, oh, you're so fucking rude. And I looked at her and I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you're rude. I was like, no, that was a sarcastic joke. And she was like, oh. I was like, yeah. And then after that, it was like a laughing experience because then they knew like you're pretty funny, like you have a sarcastic thing. Like let's not take what Erica says serious. There's only certain things you have to take really serious that I say. It's when I put my mad face on that. Like
Yeah.
I'll talk to you like
Yeah.
you da da da, but then once I'm like this, that's my face that you
Yeah.
know like take me
Yeah.
serious.
That's when I be shaking. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, damn
But
it. Damn it, I guess I can't request off
oh
right
my
now.
God. But even that, like, even Jeanette had a no call, no show. As much as I love that girl, she had two no call, no shows. One was like 8 months ago, and the other one was recent. But she still works here, guys. So I got news just now as we're doing the podcast. So we're getting off track, but this will be our last comment of the day before we end this. Guess who was entered into dun, 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 Skin Games?
Skin
So
Game?
Skin Games is
Squid
no,
Games?
it's like Hunger Games, but for skincare. So it's called Skin Games. So we have multiple categories: skincare, acne, waxing, eyebrows, lashes. So it's a big competition where a group of women show off their skills and the judges judge you on it.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Did we
Eric
get
was
invited?
invited to it.
Did you get out? I was like, did you get
Yeah.
invited?
So
Period. When is it?
March 7th and 8th, I am in three categories: Brazilian, legs, and eyebrows. And everyone knows I hate legs, so why would they enter me into that? Brazilian, I could do with my eyes closed,
Where is it?
is in Atlanta.
Oh my god, that's so
Yeah, so I'm representing
fun.
Ital Wax for Brazilian legs and eyebrows. Competition is on March 7th and the award show is on March 8th.
We'll have a peach bar viewing. On the big TV downstairs. Have the big signs watching through the TV. Pizza party downstairs. Oh my god, I'm already
I
planning it.
I don't want to do legs. I don't want to do legs.
Are you excited for the brows? Oh wait, so then what do you need a
Yeah,
mo-
I need.
well, what do
I
you need
think
a
so.
model?
I have to. They're gonna tell me more about it, but they're like, we just enter you into the skin games. We want you to compete in all three categories, representing Ital Wax, Brazilian legs, eyebrows. Competition is on the 7th, and the award show is on the 8th. But that's all they told me so far. I'm coming strong. Got to get these muscles ready. So that brings us to another episode of Peaches and Tea. So look out for Erica to be part of Skin Games, the Beach Bar to be part of the West Palm Beach International Beauty Show,